Ladies and gentlemen, as of 15th December 2025, Parliament had voted yes on Bill 7. The controversial bill with more plot twists than Zuba and Pali combined. The bill that will see expansion of Parliament, proportional representation for women, youth and people with disabilities, and of course, more nomination ammunition for the president. The bill that had so many different parts of society divided, others saying yes, it's great, others saying no, it's terrible. However the case, as soon as the voting commenced, ladies and gentlemen, in Parliament on the 15th of December 2025, it was a big event.
Once you have selected, order.
Last time I was personally that excited was in high school and I was told the math teacher is not coming. But ladies and gentlemen, the atmosphere was so electrifying, even the speaker joined in the vibe. I didn't even know the speaker could dance. However, what is interesting about the vote on the bill was how, out of 156 members of parliament, 20 boycotted, saying this was unconstitutional, we won't participate, and then leaves 136. 131 voted yes, 2 voted no, and the others just watched the screen. And what these numbers mean is that it's a possibility that some who are there telling us this bill is wrong and we supported them still went ahead and voted yes. Now it's like, but who do we trust? At this point, all we know for sure is that Bill 7 is here to stay. It's part of us now. And this is despite the fact that back in June, the Constitutional Court had declared Bill 7 unconstitutional. And a lot of critics and other stakeholders were there cheering, happy that Bill 7 was dead, null and void, retired like John Cena in wrestling. However, somewhere in the distance, Bill 7 was whispering,
"I'll be back."
And out of the blue, the government put out a card out of nowhere known as the Technical Committee, and Bill 7 was back like the Undertaker on WrestleMania. Leading up to this big event of the second reading of Bill 7, we had the warm-up act. That was Diamond TV debate with lawyer versus lawyer, state council versus state council, Mulambo Haimbe versus Sakwira Sikota. In the movie Avengers, Thanos was quoted saying, "You should have gone for the head." And Mr. Scott took that advice and went directly for the head of state, challenging him to a public debate on Bill 7. However, rather than the head, they sent out an arm in Mulambo Haimbe and said, debate him instead. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Haimbe came prepared, slightly calm and a bit persuasive, saying this is an inclusive bill. Whereas Mr. Scott looked like he came for the vibes and some nice TV time. You would even say it was a good PR win for the government. And what, Bill 7? Well, until this clip started circulating.
Self will decide. That is the whole essence. You can't argue about something before it has happened outside using speculation. Just now there has been speculation to the effect that most of us UPND MPs will not make it back. Really? Where is that coming from? Which opposition is going to remove us, first of all? Because it's non-existent, it's dead. The opposition is unable to offer a response to this government of the good things that we have done. So,
to which some citizens respond in the comment section saying, are you sure? All jokes aside, despite many critics and stakeholders and activists calling for the government to abandon Bill 7, they still went ahead and channeled their inner Memphis Depay celebration, and the bill was passed. However, even with those who were opposing the bill, still went ahead and voted yes, and for many citizens were asking, are we safe? Who do we trust? Who is on our side?